The secret to generate energy, to produce energy, is breathing. There are many ways of breathing which yield different results. The first step that we want to learn is how to unlock the power of diaphragmatic breathing, to re-educate the way that you breathe. This in itself was and still is a very well-kept secret. So we will now reactivate a very special way of using our diaphragm to immediately start to generate heat and energy in our system. So we will do 4 exercises that will unlock a special way to move your diaphragm so that energy circulation naturally begins in your body, you will start to generate heat, and you prepare your body for the core of the practice of breathing. I will now show you what you need to do. Try to follow me and do the same. The first thing that we need to do is to understand how the diaphragm moves. The diaphragm is like an horizontal disc, which is roughly put, flat on the mid-chest level. And in our normal life, we minimally move it. Now, what we want to do, we want to create a basculating movement. So if we look at it from the side, instead of just moving up and down, what we actually want to do, we want to create this movement of our diaphragm. So when we inhale, we lift up the front by opening the ribs, and we push down the diaphragm behind. Okay? To do this, we have some very simple movements. As you breathe in, you lift up the front, you pull up the diaphragm, you feel a stretch in your abdomen. And simultaneously, automatically, what you will feel is that there is a pressure that moves down behind. And exhale. The front part come down, the back side come up. You will feel the diaphragm, keep going, pushing up and down. He rises in the front, he pushes down behind. And then he rises from behind and he pushes down in front. In all these, we start to activate our adrenal glands. And we create a pumping motion on all of our organs, and specifically on our kidneys, which are the source of our vitality. So please, stand up and actually do the exercise. This is a practical course. We will repeat the movement and this deep breathing 10 times. During the process, you need to gradually become physically aware of your diaphragm actually moving. So there is also a mental exercise where you need to bring your awareness in experiencing this pumping of the diaphragm as you move up and down and start to pump on the kidneys until you will start to become warm. Ready? Inhale, and we will now inhale through the mouth. Take a nice deep, open your mouth, stretch the front, fill up all the lungs, lift the diaphragm and push it down. Exhale through the mouth. Open your mouth. Okay, all the way. Inhale. Without making sound, just open your mouth more, don't make resistance. Exhale. Clear? Now we will count together. 1. Nice deep inhalation. Lift up the diaphragm in the front, fill up all your lungs, push down the diaphragm behind. Exhale. 1 inhalation, 1 exhalation is 1 count. 2. Nice deep breath, fill up the lungs, lift up the ribs, the chest, push down the diaphragm behind, feel the pressure on the kidneys. Exhale. This is 2. 3. Nice deep breath. Lift up the ribs, feel the stretch in all the abdominal wall, fill up the lungs, push down the diaphragm behind. 4. Notice how the ribs are actually lifted up and expanded. The chest is open. The diaphragm pushes up from above and down from behind. This was 5. 6. Feel the stretch, feel the opening, fill up your lungs, make more and more space with each breath. Push down the diaphragm behind, feel the pressure on the kidneys. 8. See how this movement pushes down behind. You don't need to arch your spine. Don't arch your back. Don't arch your back. Just the diaphragm. You don't need to put pressure on your lumbars. 9. Open nice behind. Push. Open the chest. Don't arch your back. And push down the diaphragm. Feel the pressure on the kidneys. 10. Nice and deep. Lift up the front, push down behind. And then reverse. When you exhale, you feel the movement of the diaphragm, you pump it up, and it releases in the front. This is the first exercise. Inhale, exhale. And mentally still experience how the diaphragm rises in the front and push down behind. Rises behind and push in the front, creating this very smooth motion in the deep fascias of your system. And keep breathing in this way until this movement becomes smoother and smoother. And quite quickly, your body will start to become warm, especially your lower back, your kidneys area, your feet, and even your hand. This is a sign that you have been doing the exercise correctly. Now, second exercise, same principles. We finish the first, we lift, stretch, open, push down behind, and now stretch the hands above, creating a stretch in the side, and exhale. One more time. Same principle. You feel the stretch in the abdomen, you open the ribs, you push down behind, you fill up the lungs, maximum space, so you fill up the very top of the lungs, and exhale. Why do we do this? The lungs, they are a little bit like what you use to pull wine, a corkscrewer, right? So as we do this movement, we deflate and fully inflate the lungs on the side. With the first exercise, we open the front. With this exercise, we now open more the side part. Always through the mouth. Full capacity of your lungs. Feel the stretch on the side, and then as you let go of the pressure, you release the diaphragm behind. Very good. And now simply up and down. Inhale, and you feel the full space of the lungs open. The diaphragm push down. Exhale. Diaphragm push up. Chest releases. The diaphragm is a very complex motion. It doesn't just move up and down on this axis. It also moves in this way. So this exercise, as you come up, force the diaphragm to do this movement, this movement, this movement. Through the mouth, deep inhalation, open your mouth, just relax your jaws and just breathe through the mouth. Inhale, exhale. The movement externally is very simple. Internally, remember, we want to flex the diaphragm in this way. So this part, the side part, rises as the front part sinks, and then vice versa. Keep going. A little bit faster. Nice deep inhalation, in and out. Flex your diaphragm. Huh? You feel the stretch in the upper part as the diaphragm come up. And then it's like a bow. You release the bow. Stretch the side and the diaphragm push down. And then release the bow of the diaphragm. Focus your mind on the exercise. And now rest and just breathe normally and feel greater and greater plasticity, range of motion, space inside your body and inside your mind. Try to experience and actually control this movement of your diaphragm. Next exercise. Put the hands in this way. Try not to arch your lower back. And with every breath, you're going to push with your chest against your hand. And we're going to both lift the ribs and open them and expanding at the same time. And exhale. Keep breathing. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, open the ribs, exhale. Inhale, the ribs open, you see the space opening in the ribs and lifting at the same time. So this motion of the diaphragm is a little more complex. We push the diaphragm to extend forward and compress behind. Try don't move your arms, only the chest. Very good. Rest. Breathe deeply and normally, and again, you feel this movement of your chest. The whole body becomes warm, the mind becomes spacious, free of thoughts. The depth is deep, the kidneys are warm, all the body is warm. This is the beginning of the activation of your energy. Now, the fourth exercise of activation. Unlocking the power of the diaphragm to start to generate energy and master your nervous system to literally bring heat into your body. The breathing pattern is the same. Through the mouth, inhale, exhale, nice and deep. This exercise focuses on the upper portion of the lungs. So we have opened all the segment of our rib cage, and now we can access the upper portion that is the most difficult to access. A nice wavy movement, the arms are straight. And we combine all the elements. We lift the diaphragm, we open it, we push it down behind, we flex it. 10 times. Waving with your spine. Move your chest. Feel your ribs moving. Pumping with the diaphragm up and down. Front and back. Flexing it like a bow. So all movements are coming together until the bronchs, the back side of the lungs, start to naturally open and activate with the exercise. Then changing the position of the hands. Gradually the hands, the arms straight, will naturally start to have a surge of energy that goes to the palm of your hands. When you finish 10 times, Bring the hands on the side, palms down. Breathe normally, and feel all your chest moving, especially you can breathe in the upper part. Breathe. You feel the upper part of the chest opening, the diaphragm pushing down. Keep breathing. The upper part of the chest open, the diaphragm pushing down. And then turn the palm up to the sky. Keep breathing. Open, and you feel the upper part open and down. Bring the hands in front of you. And you start to feel clearly already energy in your hands. Keep breathing. And then release the hands on the side. Breathe normally. Now, all of your chest is moving. Every single ribs, it's open from the lower part, middle section, upper section, and the ribs in the back. With every breath, keep pumping with your diaphragm, and everything is moving. Everything is moving inside. There is this space in your chest, and naturally your mind enters inside you. You experience this great spaciousness of mind, this great clarity, and even emptiness of your mind. You are fully into your body, and the energy is already active. You are warm everywhere, especially your kidneys, your lower belly, your feet, your hands. So this is all for today. This is the keys to activate and unlock your diaphragm, and diaphragmatic breathing to produce energy. Tomorrow we will begin the main practice, the actual practice of generating and powering up the very core of our cells, so to turn our body into an energy-producing instrument.